And don't let me say that being like all rich men are pieces of shit. That is definitely not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
However, I've dated enough of them that there is a consistency. I call it rich man syndrome. And you know what rich man syndrome looks like?
What?
Somebody got to get that. That's just their attitude. Somebody is always going to fall. Like they walk with a wake in front of them, and whatever happens behind them, they've got people just scrambling and picking things up.
Whoa, 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 wait a minute. Does she actually have rich man syndrome? In fact, what is rich man syndrome? This is going to be what we're talking about today. So make sure you comment your thoughts. Also, here's a better question. What are women actually looking for? Are they looking for love? Are they looking for comfort? Are they looking for luxury? Or are they just trying to survive? Make sure you join today's conversation because this is going to be our topic. But let's get back into this video because I have a feeling we're about to learn what rich man syndrome actually is. So let's go. Wait, before we do that, let me introduce myself. My name is Bertrand. I am the coolest dude on the planet. Confidence and clarity is the goal. So here we go. This video clip comes from Lovers by Shan, which will be in the description box in case you want to check out the full interview. But let's go.
Partner who has lots of means, and it contributes, may not be the only reason, but it definitely contributes to their feeling of appreciation to be in the relationship, love for the relationship.
And don't let me say that being like all rich men are pieces of shit. That is definitely not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
However, I've dated enough of them that there is a consistency. I call it rich man syndrome. And you know what rich man syndrome looks like?
What?
Somebody got to get that. That's just their attitude. Somebody is always going to fall. Like they walk with a wake in front of them, and whatever happens behind them, they've got people just scrambling and picking things up and whatever else. And also the fact that they have.
You know what? It sounds like what she's describing is Diddy's lifestyle or Diddy's documentary. What was documented in that documentary? Check it out. You might see some similarities in what she just said.
The money
Thank you.
also is.
This laughter right here was you better pick up my fucking pillow. You better pick up that pillow.
They walk with the attitude and the bravado that they are the breadwinner. And they're the ones that are affording you this luxurious life. I was never very vocal about what it was that I wanted. The vast majority of men that I...
Do you know why she couldn't vocalize what she wanted? Because it wasn't important. Because she realized, dang, I can be replaced.
I've been involved with have assumed that my love language was gifts. They weren't. It was not. It's like, okay, well, I'm not going to slap a gift horse in the mouth, but that's not my love language. That's not the primary one.
All of the rich men, not men, all of the rich men, all of the fractioners that she dealt with, they didn't know this. You know why? Because every time they gave her something, she was wowed. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Look at this necklace. Oh my gosh. Look at this place. Oh my gosh. We're traveling where? We're on a private jet to where? Definitely it's her love language.
And the primary one is, is quality time. And then, right, physical touch, And those were the quality time was the one thing that I could never really get. But I always felt like I was asking for too much.
She was asking for too much. She definitely was. Let me summarize. I'm going to summarize by saying this. If you have a lot of money, she's going to complain about the time that you have. If you have a lot of time, she's going to complain about the money that you don't have. Are we living in a simulation? Because a lot of women are saying the same exact thing. And by the way, this woman back in her day, before BBLs were a thing, this woman was the woman. She had the best package. I'm talking body in shape, hips, butt, breasts, face. She had the best package. The best package. And again, this was before Instagram. This was before the BBLs. This was before the influencers or the IG models.
Yeah. And that's where I had to, do a lot of internal work, understanding standards, boundaries, how it all relates to my sense of self-esteem, or lack thereof at different times. I for a long time, I lacked a lot of self-esteem.
Lack of self-esteem for this woman. Listen, for me, this woman back in her day, she was the woman. But what we learned here is that she is the one who actually has rich man syndrome. Really quick, let me describe what rich man syndrome was for her. Right? Meaning she looked at the guy. Oh my gosh, she liked the guy. She saw that he had a lot of money. She saw that this guy was able to do whatever he wanted. This guy was a leader. This guy was respected. People made sure that if he made a mess, they cleaned it up. What she also realized was she could be replaced, and she could be replaced by a woman that made her say, damn, do I have anything on her? Why did he choose her? Damn, she is gorgeous. She is beautiful. And look at what she's sending him. Look at the videos that she's sending him. Look at the things that she's willing to do. Oh my gosh, wait a minute. If I do or say the wrong thing, will I be replaced today? Right now, in a couple of hours? Is there another woman coming in behind me? Like when she's talking about her self-esteem, she's realizing that she could be replaced extremely fast. When she saw that a rich guy could knock a pillow off and, put his hand on his chin and somebody would rush over to pick up the pillow, what she saw or what she understood was, damn, he got this much money? He got FU money? Oh my gosh, wait a minute. If he has FU money, right, this means that he can actually get people to like hop on one leg and juggle balls around like a circus clown and still be able to afford it and still be able to go on trips and not have to worry about bills and be able to just go pick out whatever you want without ever having to look at the tag, see how much it costs. These things are things that she realized. Now, I'm saying that she has rich man syndrome because she's been ruined. Now, what I mean by ruined is she's been ruined for future partners, let me not say partners. She's been ruined for a future spouse because she's seen everything and she has done everything. Therefore, she cannot be wowed. She doesn't know how this is going to affect the man who is just like infatuated with her like I was when I was a much younger man. She's definitely like 50 or somewhere close to it. But back when she was like 20, 21, 23, 24, 25. Oh my God. Okay. The term video vixen, that was her. She was the reason that term or that category was created. Now, here on this channel, I always encourage men to realize that you must figure out how you want to live. We all have a villain story. There is always a woman who did us wrong. We thought she was looking for love, but we find out that she wasn't looking for love, or she wasn't in love with us, meaning me or you. That being said, how do you want to play this game? You want to be Mr. Wallet, Mr. Bedroom, Mr. Fix It, or the homie? Now, when you hear this woman speak, again, just think about this. A wife, a companion, a fun girl, or a gold digger. Wife, the woman that you want to have children with and build a life with. A companion, the woman that's going to be there no matter what happens to you financially, health, spiritually. That woman is going to be there. A fun girl, the girl that's going to give you headaches when she is not having fun and she's community property. The gold digger, the one that only cares about what she is receiving. Now, here's the funny thing about her saying that her love language was not gifts. I would highly disagree with that. The reason why it wasn't gifts, the reason why she's claiming that it was physical touch and quality time is because she received so many gifts to where maybe they lost significance. But for all of the men not a man, men who were able to get her all of these special expensive gifts and take her on all of these expensive trips and dinners and do all these special things for her, she realized that that didn't mean as much. That physical touch was much more important, right? I've explained this to my sister because I had the woman that I really adored, right? There was a woman that I adored and she was gorgeous, right? This woman did not believe how infatuated with her that I was. But I say that to say this. I brought her up just to say this. Women are not usually dating for love. If they did, they probably did it already. So then it moves into survival, right? Now that she realized that she can survive, is she looking for comfort or luxury, right? Some women play the long game where they realize, you know what? I'm gonna stay around and I'm gonna play the long game. I'm gonna be the one that you have children with. I'm gonna be the one that you marry because I realize who you are and what type of life you're living. And I also realize how the other men are living. Fellas, this is why I'm encouraging you guys to live the life that you want to live, to become whoever it is that you want to become, because this is the most unique time that we have in our history of the world, right? Meaning, if you want to be an entertainer, a rapper, a model, or whatever it is you want to be a commentator, you want to be a specialist, you want to be whatever it is, you can do it. This is the time to get it done, right? Back in her time and my time, it was much harder. There were much more people that you had to go through to get access to a bunch of people. Now it's you and the people now, right? All of the middlemen, all the people and channels that you had to go through to get certain things done, that doesn't exist anymore. In fact, AI is speeding all of that up. That being said, do you think that this woman is looking for comfort or luxury? The reason I'm asking you that is because I actually watched this entire interview, and hearing her speak about who she would actually consider dating shows me she has not learned her lesson. She will still fall for the same thing, meaning she's ruined. She is ruined if the guy shows up and he has a decent lifestyle. In her head, she's still going to be comparing him to all the other guys that she had. She had athletes, she had entertainers, she had other celebrities, right? She had a whole bunch of men with money. So when she's saying what she's saying, you would think that, oh man, she learned her lesson and she's going to do things differently. She is not. She will not. Actually, you know what? The only thing that she might change is the fact that she's older, and so she's probably more stubborn and stuck in her ways. She's probably not going to conform to the lifestyle of another man. She wants that man to conform to her lifestyle. Again, doesn't that sound like the majority of women that we're listening to? I'm not here to shame women at all. I understand that shame for women has completely gone away. It has completely gone away. The reason I'm saying that is because this woman didn't call her out on her BS. This woman, again, I watched this entire interview and she was asking her questions. Like, this whole conversation came up because she said something about her daughters, right? Like, she wants something to be able to teach her daughters. Should you go after the man with a lot of money? Like, what did you learn from that? And I bet you that Shan did not tell her, I'm not going to teach my daughters to go after men with money, because if you do, this is the life that you're going to end up with. You're going to be miserable and alone, while there's a whole bunch of men, and women outnumber men by 3 million. I always say that in these videos because I want the women who actually watch these videos to understand you're competing for a man. Now, if you want a fractioner, meaning you want a guy that's making millions of dollars a year, he's making over 600,000 a year, like the woman I just did a video on. If you want that man, you got to compete for him every day, all the time. And this woman, Melyssa Ford, who is at the top of her game, she didn't want to compete, or she couldn't compete because those women were willing to do things that she wasn't willing to do. So with all that being said, I think she has rich man syndrome. How many other women do you guys see who have this same thing, this rich man syndrome? Comment your thoughts under this video. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like and subscribe to the channel for more confidence and clarity, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.